Greetings pirates, and welcome to Zormis' Beginner's Guide number 4. To further you along the pirate legend journey, we'll discuss the Devil's Roar. At the end of September 2018, the Forsaken Shores was released. This area expanded the map to the east. If you look at your map in the bottom right hand corner, you will find it. This area came with added dangers such as volcanoes and geysers, but with the added risk come added rewards. The Devil's Roar came with a whole new set of loot table. It took existing loot, added the word Ashes in front of it, and made them worth twice as much for coin and reputation. For instance, at the moment, cargo run is worth $750 at full price, but the Devil's Roar cargo is worth $1,400 a piece. This guide will teach you about the dangers of the Devil's Roar and how to survive them. If you look at the map, you will notice it has 6 large islands and several small ones. One of these large islands is the outpost Marl's Peak. For starters, we will be talking about Marl's Peak, the only outpost in the Devil's Roar. You will never start at this outpost, so you must sail to it. This is the only outpost you can buy Devil Roar voyages. These voyages are solely focused in the Devil's Roar. The area also has special item sets and ship hulls such as the Kraken, Ocean Crawler, and Ashes that only can be found at this outpost. Some of these items can only be unlocked by doing Forsaken Shore accommodations. For instance, if you want the Ashen set of gear and items, you must unlock the accommodations by doing 5 Devil Roars Gold Hoarder missions and 5 Devil's Roars Order of Souls missions. Volcanoes are deadly. They're all around. There is one at every major island and also in the seas near the smaller islands. Before a volcano erupts, there will always be a tremor, but not all tremors will result in an eruption. During a tremor, as the ground shakes, you won't be able to run, making it hard to get away from skeletons. Your ship will also move away from the island if it is not anchored. Geysers will spawn more frequently as well. If an eruption is going to happen, you will hear a different audible notification. Then you will see black smoke rise. At this point, the tremors will stop, giving you a brief moment to get back to your ship before it explodes. Once the volcano explodes, the water around the island will become superheated, causing you to take damage while in it. The water stays hot until about a minute after the eruption ends. How to survive it. Volcanoes throw rocks. If you're on the ship, stay below and be ready to repair. If you must be up top, keep your eyes on the sky. You can dodge them if you pay attention. Fallen lobbing rocks have aimbot. This means they will target players and ships, but it's random how often they do it. The more players in the area together, the more likely you will get hit. This is why it's important to leave the anchor up if you're planning on running. Having everyone on the anchor makes it difficult to race fast as rocks drop on your head. If you're on the island, changing directions often will help you survive and avoid those geysers. If your crew wants to leave during an eruption, they are better off not waiting on you as you're likely not going to survive. So if you have loot in hand while your crew runs away, it's better just to stash it and find it later when you come back. Galleons are king in this area because most volcano hits only do top deck damage. You don't have to bother repairing the top holes during the eruption since it will not fill with water unless the holes get past the second deck. This allows one crew member to stay on the ship to repair as needed while the rest focus on doing the voyage during an eruption. You should repair the top deck while sailing between islands, as you may get a random skeleton ship spawn that can sink you fast, especially if they have ballast balls. And it goes without saying, if there's another player's ship in the area, then you should always keep your top deck repaired. Geysers. When a geyser spawns under you, they will launch in the air, causing you to take fall damage if you fall on the ground. geysers love to target you. They tend to spawn under your feet. Therefore, if there isn't a volcano erupting, keep an eye on your footing. Tips for geysers. If you get thrown in the air, you can somewhat control what direction you fall in. So if you fall near the shore, try to land in the water. Sometimes you can land on a tall rock and take less damage. You also have just enough time to eat a banana, getting your health up so you can survive the fall. If a geyser spawns under a chest you're digging up, you can wait it out, or you can time your digs. Shovel once, back up, wait for the eruption, and then shovel again. Geysers kill skeletons. This can make Order of Souls missions easier compared to the ones outside the Devil's Roar. You can run circles around geysers, letting chasing skeletons die to them, or you can stand next to one and hold out your block with your sword. I have taken out waves of Athena level Order of Souls this way without even dying. Final tips. The Devil's Roar has very little supplies. You should get stocked up before you go, especially on wood. You will easily go through 5 to 100 planks if you do an Ashen Athena mission. Ruby's Fall, the Devil's Thirst, and Ashen Reaches are the only islands with cannons. If you have a voyage there, be ready to have a crew member take them down or park on the ends of the map. Remember, if your entire crew is dead at the same time, the island will reset and the cannons will respawn, so keep that in mind if you decide to park in cannon range. It's worth noting storms will never come to the Devil's Roar, giving you one less thing to worry about. Instead, you just have to worry about, boiling acid water and falling rocks. Trimmers destroy rowboats. If you bring one to shore, keep it in water and off the beach. Last thing I want to mention is the Covenant Box of Secrets. It's a rare random spawn box that can only be found in the Devil's Roar. If you find this, take a screenshot and count yourself lucky, for you are now 25,000 richer. If you do find one, you turn it into Grace Morrow. She's located right outside the tavern. Give it to her and collect your reward. Well mateys, I hope you found this guide useful, that it will help you survive the Devil's Roar. Until then, I'll see you on the seas.